This morning, we want to talk about staying positive when things get tough. That's why we're happy to have Deborah Norville back with us. She is the best-selling author and the anchor of Inside Edition. Now she has written the foreword to the newest Chicken Soup for the Soul book. It is called Think Positive, and you exude that. It's great to see you again.
Thank you so much,
Deborah.
Robin.
Because your latest book, Thank You Power, you have always talked about, and in the book, talked about the science of positive thinking.
Yeah, and that I think is why the Chicken Soup people asked if I'd participate in their latest book. There is a science to gratitude, which I was sort of amazed of. I'm a research geek, and I love looking up these things. And when you focus on what's right in your life, you start this process, an upward spiral they call it, where you get more done, you're healthier, you exercise more. But that's great. How do you get in that positive frame of mind? And that's what's so wonderful about the new Think Positive book. Little vignettes that will help kind of give you a little pat on the tush to get in that positive space so that you can think of things that are great in your own life.
I've gone back to it time and time again. If I'm in a funk or something, I'll pick up the book and I'll just read a little.
It's just kind of where it falls open. There's something kind of
like
nifty
that.
there.
It doesn't come naturally for everybody to be positive.
Totally.
Some people have to work at it a little
I'm
more.
one of those. It is not in my DNA to exude positivity. So when you said that, I was like, boy, I've been practicing hard.
Right.
And I think that's what's important to know. Some people think, well, I'm just not one of these sunny people. You can become more cheerful. And it's like exercise. By practicing positive thinking, a book like Chicken Soup for the Soul, when you read the story of say, a woman who's in her 80s who does triathlons, you think, you know, if this 80-year-old lady can do triathlons and share the message that she's learned from staying fit and healthy, I can get on my treadmill and do 5 minutes walking.
That's right. That's right. And your foreword really sets a tone for the book. And I love when you talk about your beloved mother and all that you went through with that. And you also talk about we can find moments, all of us. You can find just a simple moment that made us happy. What has that been for you lately?
Well, it's funny because yesterday our dog is quite old. She's almost 12 years old, and she had an epileptic seizure, which is a very scary thing. And we've been dealing with this, and she has medication. But yesterday, after she had had a seizure, I was able to sit on the kitchen floor with my dog in my lap and just patting her. And yeah, I was a few minutes late to work, but I wasn't missing a deadline. And I was so grateful and actually wrote down that moment with Polo. And when I think back on that, I think how grateful I am to have a job that has a tiny bit of flexibility, how grateful I am that the dog didn't die, how grateful I am that, you know, I have this life that allows me to just have 5 minutes on the kitchen floor with my dog. And that a small thing, but very meaningful for me.
And that you took the moment to do that. I think we all have those moments, but sometimes we're those speed bumps in life that you talked about. We just don't.
And look, we've all had them. And you had Rick Sanchez on earlier this morning. And heaven knows he's going through a tough spot in his career. We've all had tough spots. We can get through them. And finding that positive moment in your life is a great way to help get over that bump in life.
Something that brings you joy. And I didn't know about this until we had lunch recently. You love to knit.
I'm a crazy knitter.
You are so passionate about this.
I am, and you know, again, it's when you share what your passions are that amazing things happen. I finally started talking publicly about it, the way you and I did over lunch that day. And out of the blue, a yarn company came to me and said, "Hey, would you like to work with us and develop a thing of yarn?" I sell a ton of sock yarn that has the Deborah Norville name on it every month, along with other stuff. But embracing your passions can sometimes result in positive things coming about in completely unexpected ways. So whatever your passion is, no matter how dorky you may think others believe it to be, if it's your passion, embrace it with both hands. Be positive about the fact that this is something that makes you you, and go for it.
And that's what you, as I said, you exude that. We're going to have you back again for Hot Topics. I love when you're here and you talk about all these things that are going on. But thank you for sharing this.
Thank you.
And give our best to everybody there at Chicken Soup. I love how they have just continued this whole franchise and series.
It's a wonderfully uplifting collection of books, and I'm just proud to be a tiny part of it.
Okay. Have a great weekend. And you can read an excerpt of Chicken Soup for the Soul, Think Positive on our website, abcnews.com/GMA. I think we have your foreword.
It's my foreword, yeah. Thank you for putting it up. That's really nice.
Really sets a tone for everybody's day.